Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Mystery of Diamonds here, and as you can see, wait, try to look to my left over there, and of course, hopefully y'all can still hear me because obviously I'm frozen with a really funky look on my face. Um, but hopefully y'all can see that I have Randal Spangler here. I had to use my dongle from home because the internet here at the hotel did not work. So hopefully everybody can still hear me. I'm going to go up to the top and look at comments. Let me see right now. If someone, before I go up to the top, can someone in the chat let me know, can you at least still hear me even with a frozen weird facial expression? So I'm just waiting for people to be able to say, yes, they hear me. I hear an oh no. Okay, you can hear me. At least look, you get to see this weird little expression on my face. So I apologize for that. All right, so we're going to say hello to everybody. I am waiting for Jess and Steven. They have not popped into the stream yet. But hello, Gigi's Creations, Dana Reed, happy 4th of July. Hello, Jesse, Crafting with V, Little Lizzie, Kimmy D, Diane's Diamond Painting Journey, Bumbles, hello, Bumbles, Diane's, oh, I said Diane's, Stacy S, All Things Diamond Painting, how are you? Hello, Miss Nicole. Bella Art Day Nicole is actually also partially sponsoring this event with us, and so I'm really excited and happy and thankful for that. Hello, Robin Pennington, Bethany, how are you? Willa, how are you? Morgana, Carissa, Jennifer, Nicole, ooh, Eric. Yeah, I don't know if it's Ericia, Erica, Sue, how are you? Just getting down. Minette, how are you? Hello, Jeanette, sweetie. Samantha, Katrina, Cece Angel. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Anita, Jill, Linda, Patty. Hello, Jenny. Hey, Roxanne, Tammy, how are you? Lee, Billy Lee. Okay, so I am all caught up. Now, what I'm going to do is Randal is going to be working for us, or not working for us. You know what y'all, seriously. I meant he's going to be working along with us while we're in the stream. I don't have where I can show my diamond painting because, well, my camera's not even working for me anyway. But I was so excited. And so I want to be able to read the comments to him. If there's a question you have for him, then I can read it and so he can answer it. Yes. Stacy says, so excited for this. Hi, Randal. And Jenny wants to say, I'm currently working on Bubble Fairies. The colors are phenomenal.
Thank you. I just want to say welcome, everybody. Happy 4th of July. This is really wonderful to be here and to do this series of events this month. You may notice behind me, I'm going to grab my camera. There's the diamond painting of Flight of the Fireflies behind me. Brandy made that for me and sent it to me, and I framed it up. And she put the glow-in-the-dark drills and or diamonds, I guess, whatever you call them, for the fireflies and such, and it glows in the dark. It's really cool. I'm going to be sitting here painting on a piece, one of my new pieces. It is called Deleting Cookies. This is how I'll show you how I do them. I've got my preliminary drawings here and how I transfer it onto my final paper, and I'll just be working on it while we're sitting here.
That is so awesome. Oh my goodness. Hello, Berta. And Bella Art Day Nicole, so she is working on Afternoon Tea. It is her very first Spangler that she purchased, even though she has many more. So she's working on the very first one she ever purchased.
Oh, that's cool.
And see, the one that he has, that was the very first one I purchased because that was the first one that came out. And for a while, I had them all, y'all. But luckily for me, I'm happy that they have so many more now. You're just trying to catch up, getting them all. And there's hopefully, fingers crossed, right? More and more to come. Hello, my bestie. We've got Gigi is working on No More Dragon Breath.
Oh, yes.
Diane's working on Bear Time Stories. Oh, and she's in Belgium.
Oh, wow.
That
Welcome,
is
Belgium.
now when you did Bear Time Stories, like I'm kind of curious, like what was your did you have like a thought behind that one? Just I thought this was a cute little play on words, or
Well, I really think of the pictures before I think of the titles almost all the time. Occasionally the title comes first, but mostly the picture. I have kind of always had a thing for teddy bears. Uh, as a little kid, I had teddy bears, and I do believe somewhere in the house they are still here. I wouldn't get rid of them. So anyway, and I have collected a few more over the years. They're in a closet, I believe, up in my office. So anyway, my dragons like teddy bears too, and I've had a couple teddy bear collectors of my original work, and so that kind of inspired me to do that piece with the bears.
I tell you, that one it was so cute when it came out, and I was very, very lucky. Someone sent that to me because I was like, oh, I'm getting it. I got to get it. I got it. Because I love teddy bears. I always have. So I was like, I felt like I wanted to cuddle up right there with Dewey and Dagmar as they were reading the book.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Tammy says that she is working on Flight of the Fireflies right now for this event, and a
Yes.
couple of other people are too. So, and Bianca is working on Sunday Delight. Oh, I will tell you, I love that one. Isn't that one? Sunday Delight, if I am correct, is one of the ones that's in your book. Is that correct?
No,
No, not that one. Okay.
I don't believe so. It's terrible. I don't remember. I do have my book right here, by the way.
By the way, if you
Uh,
have not bought that book, y'all, you need to get it. I absolutely love mine.
Available on my website. If you are in Europe or other countries, there is additional shipping, and we can let you know exactly what that would be. Unfortunately, the post office really charges quite a bit to ship it across the ocean. But no, that piece is not in the book.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought like maybe it was. Oh, it was because I go to your website so often and go
Mm-hmm.
through and go, okay, I like that picture. Like I like them all. And in case y'all don't know, like even though we all love the Draglings, if you have not gone to Randall's website, there are so many. Like he has these absolutely, which we've seen two of them, adorable paintings with cats and dogs, like Canine Christmas, and which I have as a diamond painting, and then Dog Bookshelf. But you also have the similar versions of the cats, correct? Like a
Oh,
cat
yes.
Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. There's actually four different Christmas kitty pieces, and I am not sure if they're on the website or not, but they will be. About my website, it's got a lot of artwork on it, and my book is on the homepage, and it does work. It was produced with technology that is now out of date, and the person that managed the website for me could not even go in and update it and make changes to it, even though it does work. So that's why it's sitting there like it's frozen for month after month after month. So I am having a new website built. It is almost completed. There are a few hundred pieces to go in and put all the various sizes and prices of everything. So just watch for the new website. And the nice thing about it is we will be able to update it constantly.
Oh, so that's going to be great because I love going in there and just like looking at all the different artwork that you've got created there. And I know that on the past one, you might not have been able to see, because I don't think I was able to see every painting, I guess, that you had up there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will be definitely excited to go back in. And this little Lizzie says she is working on baby dragling for her little granddaughter that's going to be here soon.
Oh, cool.
And I tell you, I am really excited that you actually have some of those that are, I guess you could say, customizable.
Yes.
Because I have graduation, which I plan on putting all three of my children's graduation dates on the banner with their name. I have the wedding one. And so I like the fact that you created those that, we can take and put our family names and whatever to share our events, because that just, it makes it even more magical.
I love it when people do that. The original idea was for me to customize the prints, and I still do offer that on my website. But definitely add in names. I'm not sure how you do it with diamond painting, but add in names and dates and whatever you can fit into those blank spaces on those pieces.
Yeah, I might have to hit up the person who and I don't remember who it is now, but in our group, Draglins and Books, and I know you had seen it, you commented on it. They had their the names and all that of three different, looks like children, I think, on there for, it was either or no, the wedding one, maybe it had the names of their children and then their family names at the top. They
Oh,
did such
yes,
a good job with that.
they really did.
I'm
Yeah,
like, I got to hit that person up. Tell
that
me
one
how
was,
I get these.
yeah. Like I say, I'm not sure how you do it, but everyone seems to be figuring it out and doing a great job with it.
Oh, well, I mean, we're just so glad to be able to have something like that that we can put ourselves in our favorite paintings. And let's see, Diane says she has 34 of your canvases now.
Oh my gosh, 34. Wow,
34.
that's amazing.
And Lynn Carr wanted to tell you, thank you for chatting with her at the retreat.
Oh,
You did.
yes.
I was calling him to arrange like some of the uh, finer touches of trying to make sure of how we could do this, and making sure that we made it the best for you guys that we could. And so he did get an opportunity to talk to a few people, and it just, oh, looks like Jess and them are here. Let me add them to the stream. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi there.
Go in and out, but hey, y'all.
They're going in and out. They are in the car.
Yeah, well, we was out spending time with family on the fort, but we was trying to make it in here. Sorry about that.
Oh, hey, I get it. I'm in a hotel room and I'm frozen on a weird facial feature, but I'm okay. At least I'm smiling, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
you black on this side. It's just completely.
I even did my hair and makeup for everybody, y'all. Let's see. I wanted to say, Linda Morrill says, "Hi, Mr. Spangler. I just started Eldar's Secret. What is the blue dragon's name?"
the blue dragon is Rupert. He's a little bigger than the Draglings, Dagmar and Dewey. And his personality is probably a little more like a dog, where Dagmar and Dewey are a little more cat-like.
Okay. Well, I like Rupert. He's just got this, I don't know, like very inquisitive little like stance when he's there. And that one, y'all, I had said from the very get-go, I put I had put some of my points to the side because I said, if Eldar's Secret ever comes out, I got to get it. Like that was my number one have to have. So when I saw it, I went, oh, thank goodness I had some points. And the fact that it was limited edition, oh, you just have no idea. I had to do my Spangler dance because I do the Spangler waiting dance. And it's like where I'm going, okay, go through. Because, it seems like when you really want something from Diamond Art Club a lot and you're trying to get in there and get it, it like spins forever. And I'm like, okay, come on, say confirm. Okay, say confirm. And I'm just like on tippy toes going, because I know it wouldn't come back after it left and sold out. And so when I got it, I think I actually ran around the house screaming, and my husband and my son were like, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "I got a Mercy bed."
It was
Okay.
sold out as soon as it was in my cart, and I was checking out, and it was sold out.
Oh no! So Jess, it sold out on you. Oh no! So you know that feeling, Jess, because I was scared it was going to get cart snatched out of mine too, and I was just like, please, 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 please.
So
Let's
I
see.
didn't get it.
Jessie C says, Mr. Spangler, what was the very first dragling you painted?
Oh boy, that's a hard one. I started painting my dragling or dragons. Gosh, I don't even know what year. 35 or 40 years ago. It was a long time ago.
Oh wow!
And as I worked on them, they didn't look quite like they do now, but they were very small dragons, and some of my first small ones were running around the saucer with a teacup and saucer. And they, as I drew them in new pictures, they kind of evolved, and they have changed a lot over the years. And now they have eaten a lot of cookies, and they're a little chubbier than they were. And their eyes are bigger, and various things have changed on them. But now they're pretty well set. I like the big eyes. I like the face. I can really put expressions on the face.
Oh, I love those expressions. I think probably one of my favorites is how you captured in Boo, how you captured like the one coming out, like literally saying Boo. That one, I love that one.
Thank you.
We have a couple that are working on Sunday Light Lane, and Brandy Styles and Carissa. Brandy, I like your name.
Yeah.
Hello, Cheryl. Anita is working on her very first dragling.
Oh, fun.
She's working on couch dragling.
Oh, I love
Welcome
couch
to the
dragon.
addiction.
Now on Couch Dragon, you'll notice that it's an old TV with rabbit ears. And I just, because I grew up with old TVs, and I remember the days of rabbit ears, and you'd have to go over just to get a good picture, just constantly move those things around to try to clear up your picture or keep it from flipping. Yeah. And so I had to put that TV in it. And one time I was showing that picture, and a man came through with his small child. I don't know, he might have been 4 or something like that. And the dad was showing him the TV, and the kid said, "It can't be a TV. It's not flat." So things have changed,
Yeah, well, at least you didn't draw it like our bunny ears used to have tinfoil on them.
Oh yeah. I remember that too.
To try to get that reception going.
Yeah.
That's it. Sometimes
One of my
you put the little brother to work holding on to it, putting his arm in the air.
One of my last.
Going outside and twisting the big antenna.
Oh yes, I remember that. I think there's still a big antenna in the attic in this house, actually.
Oh wow!
I remember one of my last small portable TVs, or it might have been a 19-inch TV. I think it had deteriorated to where the antenna that were attached to it were actually loose, and was trying to adjust it, and they just kind of slipped down into the TV, and the TV just went sparks flying, and just that was it. It somehow shorted out the TV.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I do love. I am loving the new technology of TV and iPads and all that.
Oh yeah. I am too. I have my kids will be like, "How did you survive?" I'm like, "Well, look, we didn't know it existed, so when you don't know it existed, it's a lot easier to survive with it."
Exactly.
If you went out and your parents said, "You better call me," you better find a payphone and make a phone call. And I remember trying to pull the whole. What if I don't have money on me for a phone call? She said, "You better call collect then. You better figure something out."
Yes, it. Oh yeah.
Honestly, Ashley Kelly is working on dog bookshelf, and I think this is so neat. Willa is doing evening entanglement. She works for an orthodontia company, so she's going to hang
Oh.
it in their office.
Perfect.
Oh,
That
that's
is
great.
perfect. I
When I
love
was, I did that and No More Dragon Breath kind of as a pair, because when I was in the Navy a few years ago, I was a dental assistant. I cleaned teeth and assisted the dentist.
Oh wow.
That was my
Oh.
job in the Navy.
that is so awesome. This sounds really weird. I just thought Jenny said she saw a bubble float across your screen. And she's like, and so I'm like, she's like, I swear I saw a bubble float. And then she said she rewound it and she caught a bubble going across. So maybe your draglings are having some fun somewhere.
A bubble.
Yeah, she said she saw a bubble go across the screen. And
Okay.
Bumble said they saw the bubble too. I'm going to have to end up rewatching it later and figure out where
Well, I don't know where the bubble came and from or where it went.
the draglings are out
No
having
idea.
fun.
They could be. They could be. You may notice I'm keep going over here to my right. I don't know what it is on your when you're seeing me, but this is where I have my colored pencil and my watercolors down here, kind of below the tabletop. So I keep reaching over here and getting color on my brush, and I'm painting a background color on this book right here, right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Because
anyway,
you put your watercolor down first and then you go
I do.
over it
yes.
with the color pencils.
Yes, after it dries, I'll go over with colored pencil, and then maybe more watercolor on top to darken it or add more shading to it. But I might as well show you how this started. I like working on brown paper, so my sketchbook has brown paper in it. I don't know if you can see with the reflections there. I'll try to get it. But that's my rough sketch for this piece to work out the composition and maybe the look of the dragon and such. So then to transfer it to my final paper, I just put it on the copier, made a copy of it, took my pencil, darkened the back of it. I do everything the old-fashioned way. Instead of carbon paper or whatever, I don't know if they even sell carbon paper anymore. And then taped it to my final board, drew around everything, and then I have it on there. So then I start with my watercolors as a base color underneath everything. Some play areas where I don't have watercolor, I haven't figured out the colors I'm going to put there yet. Each book I'm trying to figure out. I like to put contrasting colors. The like I always like to have like reds or burgundies behind the green of the dragon, because it's it's a contrasting color. It makes the dragon's face pop a little more when you get the contrasting colors. Here I'm going with blue because it's kind of against the gold of the cookies. So I haven't figured out these books yet though, or what's going to go on the screen. So that's what I'm working on.
Let's see. I saw someone said they have 5.
I'm sorry for going in and out.
Oh yeah. Stacy S has 5 of the baby draglings to do because she's doing 3 for her granddaughters and 2 grandsons. So she's doing each individual one.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's kind of neat. Each one will have that. That's a great idea.
Gigi's creation has 11 Spanglers, and she started collecting them back in April.
Oh my gosh. Just this past April. Wow.
Yes. Isn't that awesome?
That's amazing.
Oh, well, thank you, Dana. I'm frozen in time, but at least I did put on makeup for y'all. And then Stacy also has wedding memories because her husband wants to renew their vows for their 25-year anniversary. She's 5 years away from it, and so she's going to be customizing it with that date. That's so neat.
That is neat. Yes.
And Mary Lou Russ says, "Wow, there is my favorite artist." Hello, Mr. Spangler.
Hello,
we get
Mary
that a
Lou.
lot. We get that a lot. That you are, because you're my favorite artist, and you're a lot of people's favorite artist.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to just do what you do, and I'm very fortunate that people like what I do. I'm very lucky.
Katrina says, "What's the name of the tiny dragon in the teacup in the Eldar's Secret?"
I just call those teacup dragons.
Okay.
There's quite a few of them, but I haven't named them individually. They're smaller than the draglings. Teacups are about what they fit, and that's as big as they'll get. They do have little bitty wings, but I don't know. I haven't named them individually.
Okay. I knew they were teacup dragons, which,
Why this has a
Mhm.
shaft.
and I like the fact they had the little wings on them. They're
Mm-hmm.
like little petite wings, and they're just
Yeah.
the cutest little things. I just want to hold them in the palm of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Kara, the principal painter, she actually is the one that had the honor of unboxing Sunday Delight for a sneak peek.
Oh.
I will admit, I was a little jealous. I was a little jealous, but I was like, "That's okay. I'll buy my Sunday Delight." So
I
she's
did
going to
see
work
that.
on that one and me in November when we do our other event.
Oh, cool.
Um, Tammy wants to know: have you always had a love for draglings?
Well, like I say, the draglings have been around 35 or 40 years. Um, I don't know that I drew dragons when I was in high school or art classes or anything. It was a little later in life when I started drawing them. I think what I really like about them is that I identify with them. They're kind of my own characters, and I feel like I put my own personality into them. And they like what I like. They get frustrated with things, the way I get frustrated with things. I guess my point is I can express myself through them, and that's what I really like. I feel like they're part of the family.
And I'm so happy that you started drawing them, and I like the fact that you had this whole background story, right? Like as you're creating them, like their whole little land and
Yes,
where they come from. And I
yes.
think that's what I love the most. What about you, Jess Stephen? Like, what's y'all's favorite part when y'all look at his paintings? Uh-oh. Did they freeze? They might have hit a spot on the road. Oh goodness. um okay, well, when they come back in, I'll be able to answer this. Now, I know this one, and I thought let you give the chance. Stacy S says, how do you tell the difference between Dewey and Dagmar?
Uh, Dewey, let's see, Dagmar and Dewey. Dagmar has 4 little round balls on the end of the tail, and Dewey has 5. Dagmar has 4 little bumps. I call them bumps or warts on the cheek, and Dewey has 5. And Dagmar now has eyelashes. I didn't put eyelashes on her when I first began, but I've started doing that the last few years. So
I do like the fact that you have put eyelashes on Dagmar. Like, granted, I'm always counting the bumps, and if y'all don't know, he has like that little story that I know we've put it in the group somewhere that kind of tells that they're the size of house cats and how to tell Dewey and Dagmar apart.
mm-hmm.
Um, but I know every time that a painting comes out, I'm always like, okay, which one, and I'll count. But the ones that have the eyelashes, I'm like, oh, there's Dagmar.
Yes, yes.
Let's see. Randall, when did your love for dragons start? Have you always loved dragons?
Well, that's kind of what I just talked about.
Oh,
It just kind of started when I think the first dragon I drew was I used to make my own Christmas cards and send them to people I knew. So I would do an original drawing and then I'd make little prints of it and send them. And this was again 35 years ago or so. And one Christmas, I did a big dragon, and there was a little boy, and it was in the snow, outdoors in the snow, a little boy holding up the drumstick to the big dragon. He was really big, and he was a little bitty boy, but he was holding up a drumstick to the dragon. And that was my first one. And from then, I just kept drawing them.
but now you had been drawing a lot prior to that, because you said you've been drawing since you were, as far as like just loosely drawing most of your
Yes.
life, right?
Yes, yes. I remember drawings I did back in probably second grade. They weren't much, it was second grade. But But I do distinctively remember one. I went to a one-room country school, and there was one teacher for grades 1 through 9, and there were probably 12 people in the whole school. But we did have a time when we did some art, and I do remember drawings I did then.
Yeah, I bet you though your art in second grade far surpasses most of
I don't
a
know.
lot of people's, including mine. No, I'm good.
Just turn the camera off and on.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. I like this picture. I'm good. Thank you, though. My son's trying to help me with the technology, and when we were talking about the TV and the antenna,
Mhm.
Anita said that she grew up with the antenna, but the kids were the channel changers.
Oh,
I can
good
remember
idea.
that too. My
Oh, I
grandmother
know.
would go change the channel. We'd have to get
Yeah.
up. There was no remote. We were the
No,
remote.
exactly.
And I'm like, I was scared though for a second though that I was the only one that was like the human remote. Nope, go change that. And then if it went wonky, it was okay. Hold on to the antenna. No, move a little bit this way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if I let go, there were times I'd let go of the antenna and like the picture would go all. And
Mhm.
so I remember one football game, I had to stand and hold. I had to hold it still.
Oh no.
Because they were right there at the championship, and I was just like,
Uh-huh.
"Can I move?" They're like, "No."
And I remember the TV going off at midnight. It seems so strange now with everything being anytime you want it. There's TV or video or anything available all the time. But gosh, back then they
Yeah,
played the
you get the
national anthem and that was it.
yep, you get the American flag national anthem, and then it was just static. There's it.
Exactly.
Done.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, and someone wanted to say, and I know I'm missing a lot of them, guys, and I apologize missing a lot of your comments. I'm just I'm trying. But someone did wanted to say thank you, Mr. Spangler, for your service in the Navy.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I was, when I joined, the Vietnam War was still going on, and there was a draft. And actually, well, a friend of mine was going to join, and I said, well, let's just join together. We signed up together and went different places, but before I signed up, you could choose from what was available, the different jobs that were available. And a dental technician is actually what I was, and that was available. And I said, okay, I'll do that. So I was on a ship stationed in Guam for a year. And then we sailed from Guam to Sydney, Australia, and Sydney, Australia, all the way up to Seattle, Washington. So I sailed across the Pacific Ocean, which seems like another lifetime ago. But it was an interesting experience.
That's awesome. Hey, Jess, Stephen, you're back. Sorry,
There they
we
are.
had lost you. There they are.
Yeah. Well, we were going up the side of a mountain, and we were speaking, and I think the mic wasn't working or something. I'm not really sure. So we just kind of we figured we had stopped until we back out until we got to an area where it wasn't happening. So.
Well, I'm glad to see you back. And it sounds like you had some really interesting experiences, Randall, in the service. My husband was in the Navy too, but
Oh, really?
yes, the one thing I'd say is y'all got a chance to kind of travel, a little bit more than some of the other branches did,
Mm-hmm.
because y'all are on boats.
Yeah.
Did y'all have any Marines that came on y'all's boats? Because I didn't know that Navy and Marines, that sometimes Marines land on or carried on the Navy ships places.
I think we had just a very few, maybe 5 or 10 possibly, and I'm not quite sure why they were there.
They were there to guard your brig if anybody got put in the brig.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just know he had a little bit more on his, but
mine was a Marine transport ship.
900
900 sailors and 5,000 Marines.
Oh my gosh, that's a big ship.
Yeah, his
Mine,
was a LPD.
Landing Patrol Dock.
Yeah, an
okay,
LPD
okay.
boat.
One
No,
of them
mine
boats
was
that
a.
got up close and put off a lot of smoke so that we could smoke up the landing zone.
Okay.
What kind was yours?
I was on a submarine tender. So we were a ship that was a supply ship for submarines, and we would set in port most of the time. And a submarine would come up and park next to us, reload them. They would come up to get their dental work done, or whatever they needed, you know. And so that's the type of ship I was on.
That sounds so cool. I'm trying to get some of these questions. So one of the questions was, what type of pencil or what colored pencils do you use? Like, I guess brand.
The brand I like the best is the Prismacolor. That's what I'm using here. Right?
That's hard to beat right there. So
I've got a couple containers of Prismacolor. That's one of them. There's another one.
So Stephen, you use Prismacolors too, don't you?
That's kind of how it goes right there.
Yeah. I'm always amazed when
I have worked with some color pen.
I couldn't hear what he said. Yeah, it froze up.
It is freezing up.
Mostly, yeah, sorry about that. I said usually don't work with the color pencils as much as I do with oil pastels. On some.
Yes.
It must have froze up again.
It's kind of getting every other word there.
Yeah, it's kind of going like, it's a little bit robot-y.
A little bit.
Which actually, Berta.
Sorry, what I was saying was we use.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Sorry. Berta said she's flying through robot repair. What inspired that painting?
Oh gosh, what was going on with robot repair? I think, and that wasn't that many years ago I did that one. I had somewhere seen 2 or 3 other artists that had done robots. For some reason, I ran into one somewhere, and then I saw somebody else's robots, and I started thinking, well, gosh, I need to do a robot. My draglings need their own robot. So I tried to create a robot that kind of had a 50s feel to it. You know, but yet not right, but not an actual toy that has been made, and not a copy of someone else's robot.
Exactly.
You know? So that's kind of where it came from.
That is so, like, yeah, you're right. It looks like a toy that you would have. I don't know if they used to have. I mean, I'm assuming they had those little put together your own robot, like they have to put together your own rockets. I would imagine they had those kind of kits, right?
Mm-hmm. Possibly, I don't know. I know there are quite a few like metal robot toys made in the 50s, different styles. You know, if you Google it, you'll come up with quite a few different kind of cool looking robots.
Yeah. I know Japan made a lot of those type of wind-up toys, robots and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any of those, Stephen, when you were a kid?
No, I was. Well, I take that back. Of course, you know, I grew up in the '80s, and so Transformers was big. So it was a little bit more than meets the eye.
Well, look, I grew up in the 80s too. Yes, more than meets the eye. But you know what? I always wanted one of the little robots with the red light on their head and the little feet that scooted forward and back. And I never got one of those. I never got one of those robots. And Linda says, thank you for your service from another Navy veteran. She's a Navy veteran as well.
Awesome.
Oh, fantastic.
That's awesome.
So, Linda, thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
meant to say too, happy 4th of July to everyone. We've been in and out here
Yes.
with this mountain.
Happy
Sorry
4th of July.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all guys are having a great time. And I'm sorry we got in late. We, seeing family we hadn't seen in a while, and I'm glad we was able to at least make it to see that.
Family's
be a part
important.
of that.
Did y'all have
Yeah.
good food? Did you have good food?
Oh yeah, we had good food, had good entertainment. We had there's having like a little festival. We got too hot for us. We had to leave, go back to our parents' house and cool off. We sit there and watch some old westerns and chill out. So it's the best time. Yeah, we had a good time.
And the restaurant we was gonna eat at is closed.
Yeah, which it's fine though. It was. We had a good time. We had a really good time.
The
That's
little
good.
town that I'm from, it like closes down for the 4th.
Yeah, everything's shut down, and I totally understand it. They had like a little nice little festival, a whole bunch of little water feature park for the kids.
See, it sounds like y'all had a good time
That just
though.
knocked us out. I think
Sue
I'm
wants to know, how many drawings do
go
you
on
do a
over here.
week?
A week.
Back
You know,
Everything's frozen.
I actually
I
through.
can see them, but I can't hear them. So.
Oh,
We
I-
can
They
actually.
hear us.
Well, he can't hear me. We can
yeah,
see
we can hear him.
and hear you.
Oh man, technology, love it or hate it.
We in the past, I'm going back to the question,
Where's it at the top?
Yeah.
35 years and such. I actually produced a lot of artwork. I don't know how many I did a week. So many of these pieces I'll work on for weeks at a time just because I don't have it all figured out. If I sat down and did it all at once, it may not take so long, but it's like figuring out the colors of the books. I need to look at it and get away from it and come back to it and look at it again and think about it, and I'll figure out a color of a book, and then I'll put it away and then I'll come back. So I do a lot of them, but then I'll keep maybe 5 or 6 pieces going at once also. So that way I can, like, when I'm figuring one out, I'll move on to another one where I got parts of it figured out, and then on to another one. Now that I have kind of slowed down what I did for 42 years, the art show business, I don't have that weekly pressure of a festival to show my work at. So I've actually slowed down the amount of artwork I'm doing.
Wow. And that's one behind me.
But I feel like I can put more time into each piece and kind of maybe do a little better
Get off
quality.
the mountain there.
Well, I like that. I mean, because sometimes we get so into what we're doing, right? And like just being able to step back sometimes and look at like new the next day.
Yes.
Because I know I might get frustrated with something I'm doing, then I'll be like, you know what, I'll come back to it.
Oh, yes. I do that all the time. Yes.
And
Sorry, guys.
Julie, oh, you're fine. I'm glad you're back, Stephen.
Yeah, we went on many trips today.
We going on a trip. Hey, well, it is 4th of July. You're doing our trips for us.
That's right. We've been in and out of the studio more times than Johnny Carson, I think. Anyway,
So, I remember the Johnny Carson reference.
Yeah.
I like Johnny Carson so much. I remember being a kid. That's one of the pictures my mother kept. I drew a picture. While everybody else is drawing pictures of their cartoons, I drew a picture of Mr. Johnny Carson.
Really?
oh my God, that's funny.
That was who I drew a picture
That's
of.
because everybody else was asleep by the time he came on TV.
So I had this thing. I had to watch Johnny Carson. I had to. I loved him.
Wow, I would never have guessed that. And that was just on the fly.
Uh-oh. We got robot. Stephen. Julie says she loves it when you have a cat peeking somewhere in the image.
Oh, yes. Speaking of a cat, we almost had a cat in the picture here. I've got a little girl, Her name is Elizabeth, and I got her at 3 weeks old. And I call her my daughter because she's my little girl. And when I'm at the drawing table, she always comes down. There's a windowsill, a nice wide windowsill right here next to the table, and she jumps up on that and then up on the table. Well, tonight I have the curtains closed, and she came down here and couldn't figure out how to get up. And but when she does come up on the table, she sits right on my picture and faces me. So I have to pet her, and I try to push her to the side, and and whatever. But she finally got discouraged and left. Maybe next time.
What kind is she?
Just black and white. Just black.
Yeah. I can almost picture her as one of the. I don't remember which painting it is, but I know I've seen one of the black and white spotted.
So many books, so little time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that one it's?
That may be. I can't remember. I have put her in quite a few pieces. She's now 9. No, she's 11 years old now, and so she shows up in a few of them. Yes.
Yeah, because she's peeking out from the books.
See, Jess, you are awesome. Look at you. You got it, girl. I was like, I know I've seen her. I just couldn't pull it. There's my Jess for me. She got it.
Don't ask about the other one. So I know she's in that one.
She's just like, I know that one. I don't know how to say this one. FLRSGVSU says, which dragon is in Literate Dragon? Because that's the one they're currently doing.
Oh, okay. Well, that one, I don't know that he specifically has a name. He could be Eldar. But again, it's one of those pieces where I had an idea more than a title or a specific character in the picture. I wanted a big old dragon just sunk down in this big leather chair reading a book, very comfortable. And that was the look I was going for. And I thought, well, he doesn't have to look like my other dragons. I'm just going to make what I want here. And so I don't know that he specifically has a name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that one too, which, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I like them all. I got my fingers crossed that Council of Dragons will come out, because that's where I'm saving my other points for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, and I'm also always looking out for any new ones that you paint and draw, because I just like that one right there. Deleting cookies, like that is
deleting cookies.
Deleting cookies, because that's what I want to do to cookies too.
I also have another one, and it is drawn out in my sketchbook, but I haven't transferred it to final paper yet. And it is called Opening Windows. So you could imagine what the dragon's doing. He's over there trying to open the window and looking at the screen.
Uh-oh. Randall? We lost Randall. Oh, no.
Well, my mother just tried to call me.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
I have told her she is 96.
Oh, that's hard.
She still lives by herself and drives and everything.
Wow.
But I had told her specifically no calls after 7. And you know how mothers are.
Yeah, you're her baby.
I know.
Forever and always.
I know.
It never changes.
Mary Lou said she went to a one-room schoolhouse. She even had an outhouse at her one-room schoolhouse.
So did we. We had outhouses. There was no indoor plumbing. No.
Wow.
Whew, that had to be like,
That's
I've been in an outhouse.
Somebody else.
Just as like a little history. But yeah, you've got somebody else there that's like, hey, I've been there too.
Oh, really?
My grandmother old schoolhouse is still standing, and they have preserved it, and it is wonderful. You can go in, and they have old pictures that you can go in and see, and it is actually set up to where it was back when she was a child.
Oh, that would be neat. Yeah, that
One
would
of these,
be.
one day when we go back up to my old hometown, I will get you on a messenger and I will show you and go through there and let you see it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be really cool.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
We've got one that the outside is still standing because where I teach at,
Are we back?
There's
We
one.
got. At least ours is not phone. Ours is not a phone call, but she's got an alarm set up for something that keeps going.
Oh no!
And I can't turn it off or it'll throw us out of here completely. I think so.
We have Diamond Delight says hello from New Zealand. See, look, you're reaching people all over.
Hello, New Zealand. I've heard from. I've gotten messages from a few other people from New Zealand and Australia. That's really exciting to hear from someone on the other side of the world.
I think to me that's one thing I love about YouTube and diamond painting is like it's so interesting that you could be talking to people all over the world and you're just like, whoa, like I'm right here and you're over there.
That is, yes.
And Leona Wilcox, she says, thank you for liking Prismacolors. I work for the company that manufactures them. Glad to hear they're working well for you.
I love Prismacolors. Yes.
Cheryl wants to know, how about the draglings at the grocery store making good food choices in their shopping carts? I don't know. They got to have the whole reason they come over to our world is for the chocolate.
Well, yes, it is. But I think that's a good idea. Actually, yeah. I have a lot of food allergies and sensitivities to a variety of things that are added to foods and such. So I always have to read all the labels and make good food choices myself. So my draglins probably should too, except, I don't know, chocolate chip cookies, that's probably a pretty good food choice.
Have a baby in a shopping cart and the mama sitting there reading.
That's cute. Have the Gail wants to know, have the draglings ever gone tent camping?
No, they haven't. I hadn't thought of that.
Wow, you're getting all kinds of suggestions in here.
Yes,
have them on a cruise. Sailors, Dagmar and Dewey.
Sailors. I should do sailors after being in the Navy. Yes.
I know. How cool would I would buy that one in a heartbeat. I think that's one that my husband would actually like, having them as sailors.
Yeah, I'd probably have them on because of their size. They're not much about the size of a cat. They could be on a toy boat, of some sort.
Right.
But
because they have those, like the model. You know how you can put model boats together, right?
Yeah.
And they have like the little model battleships and stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like Stephen and Jess are back. Woohoo!
There they are.
Yay! We got them back.
Yeah, we got it fixed finally. So we're off the mountain, and alarms have been turned off. So we're so good now.
We're all good.
One suggestion though. I love the one he has with the airship. A sailor one with them on the airship would look awesome.
Oh,
yes.
I'm trying to think of what an airship.
They're swabbing the deck or something, and you can see in the background between both of them on there.
Wait. Oh, like the Hindenburg. I had to think for a second what an airship was. Like the Hindenburg. Yeah. Okay, my brain.
Well, yeah. Yeah, the ones I've drawn are almost like the hull, the body of it is almost like a regular sailing ship, yes. But then there's a huge hot air balloon above it that makes it fly.
Exactly.
Kind of like in your, is it called Fly Away or
Sail Away?
Sail Away.
Yes.
Yeah, and they discontinued that
one. Always
did they?
Nobody get it. So I can get my hands off this wheel. Nobody go get it.
And by the way, people, I know we're getting close to the end, and I do apologize if I have missed any of your questions. Just remember, we will be able to do this. We've got 3 more times. So if I have missed you, I am really sorry. Like, it kind of goes crazy over here. And I'm like, and I'm trying to go back to catch up something. Stephanie wanted to know, what would a dragline do if they had a gluten or dairy allergy?
Oh my. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Probably same things I do. I really have an issue with dairy, and I just had some ice cream, which I haven't had in months because
Oh,
ice cream bothers me. But I love ice cream. I just had some about an hour before we started.
oh
So
yeah,
we'll
I'm
see.
just like, I'm lactose intolerant, but you tell me not to eat cheese or dairy, I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I'll deal with the consequences.
I think when it comes to something like that, that's hard to show in a piece of artwork. You know,
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
what their reaction is. You know, a physical reaction to something that might be happening inside of them. It's hard to put
I,
that in artwork.
I think an idea would be, maybe like showing him calling the doctor, or they're at the doctor and them holding their tummy or something. Maybe, and then
Yeah, yeah.
too many chocolates or something, too many
Too
chocolate
many.
chip cookies.
Well, you know, I have done a piece called "Too Many Cookies,"
Oh,
and I do have the little dragon. Gosh, I don't know where it's at, but he's laying on the top of a pile of cookies. Kind of looked like he had too many cookies, and he's holding on to his stomach. So similar idea, yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome.
I know
didn't
I
know
would
that.
love to see one where maybe um, you could do like maybe Dewey and Dagmar playing doctor, because it'd be hard for them to go to the doctor. Because I would love to be able to buy two of those and do one for one of my doctor's offices. They could put in the room where kids come in,
Yeah.
and like soothe them. I
That
think
would
that
be
would be so
great.
cute.
And see, I'm going, and I don't know if anybody knows this about me, but I'm in the medical field and I'm pursuing nursing.
Are you?
That would be awesome.
Well, a doctor and a nurse, yes, that would be great.
Yep.
They could each have their little. Well, one have the nurse hat, the other have the stethoscope, and
Yeah.
Have the little knee reflex thingy with the triangle, right?
I don't.
They make those as toys.
I'm not sure how a dragline knee would, with the shape I got of their legs, how it would react. But
I'm not sure how it would react.
with the dragline, it might be different though. They might tap them in the middle of the back, and their tail would flip up.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You
look
know.
at you are so creative. Oh my goodness, that would not have even applied. Like, woo.
See, I have my specialty is sleep apnea / neuro. So we work with the neurological / the brain. That would be neat.
Yeah.
Little Lizzie says camping with all the forest friends telling ghost stories.
Oh, that would be good.
That could be a cute Halloween one, almost.
Yeah, it would. That would be very good.
Yeah, it would.
So look what you've done. Like, oh my gosh.
I've done a bit, not a whole lot,
Yes.
but I've done a bit. I decided there's a green book there. That book and that book, I'm not sure.
I like that color of the blue.
But next, the blue it'll change. When I put the colored pencils on it, it'll get much brighter and deeper, and it'll change quite a bit. Yes.
A lot more rich color in it.
Next week, I'm planning on having a new tripod to hold my phone, so you can actually see the surface of where I'm working and watch me working. That's the plan for next week.
Y'all, you hear that? Y'all do not want to miss that, because we love watching him be able to create.
And brainstorm.
Arizona Nala says camping and having s'mores.
S'mores, yes.
Oh man, that's
S'mores.
awesome.
You can't go camping without s'mores. Come on, you can't camp without s'mores.
I agree.
And
Are you really camping if you don't have s'mores?
no, you're not. You're not camping without s'mores. And Lisa says she would love to see you work on pictures. And Diamond Delights, I wish DAC would bring out reading time again too. Right now, I am currently looking at hoping someone might decide to destash it, because that's the only one that really got away from me. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm not sure how Diamond Art Club works on the sold out pieces. Whether at some point they might come back for a short time, maybe in a different size or variation to it of some sort. I honestly don't know what they do, what their plans
Yeah.
are with that. But I've got
Yeah.
tons and tons of artwork that they have not produced yet. So
Oh, wow.
Well, if it doesn't end up coming back, which I'm probably going to do it anyway, I'm probably going to go and purchase a print from you if that one's available.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it has been. We're actually 2 minutes over. There is someone that goes live after me. I hope that y'all have enjoyed being able to sit here and just like being able to talk with. I like this whole like where it's not such an interview and it's just conversation between everybody.
yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. I'm sorry we keep going in and out, but we had a lot of fun.
Well, that's okay. Next Monday, Stephen, I guarantee you, y'all probably won't be on the road, right? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I lost him
I'm
again.
pretty certain that we won't be, but
No, it's not us.
we'll try not to be. Anyway, it won't be any work, but we'll at least.
Because we love, I tell you, I love stuff. Jess and Stephen. Oh Lord, see, look, Stephen, I tried to put yours and Jess's name together. Because you're a couple. I love Jess and Stephen, and and I'm so blessed to be able to have friendships with them and with you, Randall. And thank you so much because I'm having a blast. I know everybody else is having a good time watching it. And one thing that I got to say, guys, okay, for the weekly prizes, even if you've made comments during this live, those are not the ones that are going to count for the weekly prizes. When the live is over, you will go up underneath the live and comment where it says comments. Okay. And so that's where I'm going to be pulling. And I'll try to put something up in the Facebook group to remind you, go back to the video and now that once it's complete and make a comment so that we can pull. We should have a question. Randall, what kind of question should they answer in the comment, do you think?
Gosh, I don't know.
Can we say let me see. Look, I'm having a hard time.
What is the blue dragon's name?
What is the blue dragon's name?
What is the
Yes,
blue dragon's name?
in the live, Randall said the name of the blue dragon.
Yeah. I did say that earlier when you asked.
Yes. So answer the question, what is the name of the blue dragon? And so then we will choose our weekly winners. And so people are saying thank you so much, and they look forward to seeing you next week. And I thank you guys. The spelling count, so long as I can tell what it says.
Right.
As long as I can tell what it says, I think we'll be good. But I just want to say thank you, all three of y'all, for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry that my face was frozen, but I didn't mind it on that one because at least my hair looks okay and my lipstick is on and I don't look crazy. And I'm not just a black dot talking. So that works. But I hope everybody has had a good time, and I thank y'all so much for being here. And so we will see you next week. Remember,
Thanks.
Reach for the stars, grab hold, hold on, and never let go. Until the next time, bye guys.
Bye.
See you guys. Take care.